Namaste. I'm Julie Hill with Yoga Body. I work with people to eliminate pain and tension from their lives so they can get back to doing the activities that they love. We use therapeutic movements and somatic awareness to really start to find pure movement, to let go of compensation, and come into a place of ease, strength, and efficiency. I wanted to focus on relieving forearms and wrists in this conversation. So typically when we have wrist tension, it's a reflection of shoulder function. However, if it's been going on for quite a while, you can get a lot of tension coming through your forearms and wrist pain. So let's start with some releases for that. We can start out by just rolling the wrists around, finding a little bit of ease, softening, lubricating this joint. So you can take both hands or one at a time and just roll the wrists. Doing that for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, depending on what you're noticing. And then from there, we can go ahead and allow the entire arm to rotate. So you can start to rotate one arm at a time, just bringing it gently out from the side and letting the arm rotate itself. Taking note here, if you see that just the wrist is rotating. So you'll note that I can actually move my wrist, but this arm part that actually goes into the socket isn't moving at all. So we want to reduce this idea of having the wrist do all the work and allow the arm bone to move into the socket. Notice if the shoulder lifts up or if the elbow wants to bend, and just come into a range where you can find that movement of the arm bone rolling in the socket, moving through each side and noticing how that is on each side of the body for you. You can continue with this movement a little bit longer, staying in that range that allows the shoulder to be relaxed and just the arm bone to move. And then we can move on, coming into a self-massage for your forearms. So we're going to massage two areas of the arm. We'll start underneath, taking your thumb and just allowing yourself to kind of massage that muscle back and forth gently over the bone. So depending on how it feels for you will be how much effort and movement you put in here. We were looking for about a level 2 or 3 on a scale of 1 to 10, just ease and release. So it may be just easy circles, or it could be a little more vigorous back and forth. You move up and down from the elbow down to the wrist, and then we'll go ahead and start on the top. Again, taking the thumb and helping kind of that meaty part of the muscle there, you'll be able to feel just glide back and forth over the bone. And you can position your hand to use your thumb. You may find it easier to use your pointer finger to help that muscle slide back and forth, just depending. And again, starting just below the elbow and working your way all the way down to the wrist. You may find that you come up into where the attachments are. And just a general little round circling there. You might have a bit of tenderness, so ease up and be very gentle. If you do feel tenderness in any of this, allow it to be soft. Maybe you apply a little bit of heat and then come back to it. Letting that muscle tissue really loosen up and start to move so it can refuel itself. And then we'll come into a stretch. So we're going to be bringing the elbow into a 90-degree bend. Palm up, forearm parallel to the floor. From here, we'll take the other hand, grabbing onto the fingers and draw them down towards the floor. Now notice the reflection of what happens with this shoulder. So if you start to draw down and the shoulder rises up, then back off and let the fingers relax again. Let the arm relax. And then slowly start to draw it down, only to the range that doesn't cause the shoulder to lift. Make sure you're not getting into a fight with struggling to keep it down. Just move in the range so that doesn't happen. You can also find that maybe the arm wants to lift up. Keep it parallel to the floor as best that you can. You have the option of doing all 4 fingers at once, or if you'd like to just move through each finger gently, drawing them back and noticing which finger kind of draws into that tension in the forearm or the wrist, you can do that as well. taking a few moments to move back through the fingers again, individually again, or using them all. Stay for a few breaths for each finger, and then you can go ahead and make a fist. Extend the arm out and draw that fist back from underneath, stretching out through the top of the hand and into that forearm there. Be mindful that the elbow doesn't overextend or lock out. Keep a softness there. Also, that the shoulder doesn't climb up by your ear. And then when you're ready, move to the other side. Start with that self-massaging, coming underneath and letting the thumb just kind of move that muscle gently across the bone, working your way from the elbow down to the wrist. Again, looking for a level 2 or 3 here in release. And then switching to the top and just allowing that to be massaged, soft and easy with the arm here. Maybe you use the fingers or the thumb, but just work your way up and down the arm a few times, and then perhaps just kind of getting a little closer to the elbow, feeling around gently for those attachments. Noticing if any of them feel particularly tender, softening there, notice your breath. And then come into the stretches, elbows bent, palm up, and then we slowly stretch the arm down. Taking a few breaths here with all the fingers, noticing if the shoulder wants to lift up or the head draws over or the jaw tightens. Keep all of that relaxed and just stay in a range here that's right for you. And then you can work through each finger individually, staying for a breath or two with each one. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and finish the same way, allowing yourself to go ahead and make a soft fist, very gentle, not a thick fist. And then extending the arm out with a softness in the elbow and drawing that back. Stay here for a few breaths. And you're welcome to roll the wrists again. You can move through this as many times as you'd like, but remember, always stay in a range that's right for you. Making sure that you're listening to your body's cues and not doing too much so that you're drawing in any kind of tension or pain. You can find out more information about the services that I offer to help relieve pain or discomfort at yogabodylllc.com. Namaste. Here's to a happier and healthier you.